Hi, I'm Robert Turnus, and this is my assignment number 3, option B, for PIDP 3230. I've chosen the muddiest point as my classroom assessment technique. I like it because it's simple, efficient, and very effective. I can see myself using this technique one day in class. There's many variations of the muddiest point, but the outline in the classroom assessment technique by Angelo and Cross seems to be a common thread that runs through all of them. What they like to do is hand out a piece of paper at the end of the class and ask the question, what was the muddiest point of blank? They either fill in the blank with the day's lesson, today's content, anything that you've discussed so far. The learner responds on the piece of paper in a finite amount of time, otherwise it'll go on forever. And at leaving the class, they hand back the piece of paper. On the paper, the learner is supposed to articulate the point of confusion that transpired in today's lesson. While researching the muddiest point, I found this one adaptation by Adam Carberry, an assistant professor. He explains in his first class, at the beginning of class, the whole purpose of the muddiest point. And then at the start of every class, he hands out a piece of paper to each learner. And on that piece of paper, it says, what is the muddiest point of the day? During the class, the learners are encouraged to write down all the muddiest points. And at the end of the class, the students are given 3 minutes to finish the reflection. The printed PowerPoint pages that were handed out are examined, and the feedback information is transcribed into a visual representation. The feedback is used to benefit the learner and the instructor. The muddiest point is a reflective activity. It helps draw the attention to topics that are unclear. The responses that the learner gives are short and easy to identify. The muddiest point is most effective when large new content is presented. The muddiest point is actually very effective when faculty and students have limited time and energy for assessment. The feedback that's collecting is usually not overwhelming. This feedback is used to improve lessons and future curriculum. The muddiest point does have its limitations. It can undermine the motivation and the self-efficacy of the learner. It also may be difficult for the learner to express the muddiest point. There is the possibility that the learner's point may not need further explanation, or that the learner has unearthed a difficult question that is completely unrelated to the topic. All of these points add additional stress to the instructor. And unfortunately, the instructor may take all this personally. There are many advantages to using the muddiest point. The exercise keeps the students engaged. It opens up dialogue between the students and the teachers. The students find it very useful. It assists and focuses their studies and gives great feedback for both students and the instructors. The instructors find it easy to administer and effective in data collection. Practices. The muddiest point is a constructive exercise and addresses misconceptions and preconceptions, creating deep conceptual learning. Mud cards provide a data source for determining these misconceptions. During the lesson, remind the learner to write down the muddiest points. Some educational researchers believe that students pay greater attention to the lecture if they are expected to identify a muddiest point. And remember, make your own variation to the muddiest point. Good luck and goodbye. Thank you for everything, and these are my references.